Crew, was good? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video, and today we got another special one for y'all boys. So y'all know I'm here for my budget players. I'm here for my cheapskates. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for those who don't want to spend their hard-earned money. You know, well, I mean we are gonna spend our money, but we're not gonna spend all of our hard-earned money on cardboard. You know what I'm saying? But we are gonna spend some money. But I'm here for the budget people at the end of the day, man. We don't fuck with Mr. Two like that. Hey, I can't get down with an $80 card, bro. I'm sorry, like I can't. Like I did that shit in Yu-Gi-Oh. I did it for years, man, and I got tired of it. That's why I left Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'm not trying to get into another Yu-Gi-Oh type of shit. So that being said, I'm coming at you with the first UP Luffy build with no 9-cost Sanji, which is a $40 card, and no Mr. Two Bond Clay, which is an $80 card, man. I got the spice for y'all boys, so stay tuned for the video. Before we get into the video, though, we got to give a shout out. Crew, we got a new member who joined the official crew members, Eris Pasales. Pasasiles. Hey, look, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, but look, he walked the plank. He or she walked the plank. You know what I'm saying? With a fucking meat Odin diver on, and dove into the water butt ass naked in a pool full of starving sharks, and they still came out untouched because they are an official crew member, man. I know how we get down. Hey, shout out to you. A huge appreciation to everybody who supports the channel by becoming a member. I really appreciate it, and appreciate everybody who just watches in general. So that being said, it's time for our monthly official crew member giveaway. Giveaway for what, you ask? We'll be giving away this custom black purple Luffy leader card right here to one of the official crew members today, man. We're gonna do this every month for our official crew members. So if you want to get in on this, make sure you become an official crew member. And by the way, we got the merch as well. if if you want the custom leader, and then you want the custom merch to go with that leader, man, we got the shirts, we got some hoodies, we got some sweatshirts, we got it all, man. No matter the weather, you know what I'm saying? No matter the weather. And we do got the colors. We got the purple, the black, of course, and we also got our other favorite colors, red. And we even threw some white in there for the weirdos out there that want the white shit. But yeah, hey, let's get back into the video though. So here we go. It's time to select the winner, man. We got the names lined up. You know, Miguel won last month, so we're gonna take Miguel off, and we're gonna go with the other new members, and we're gonna do that every time. We're gonna try to take off the people who won 1 month until we make it back around. You know what I'm saying? Once we get everybody through, everybody wins a card, then we'll start over and put everybody in, and we'll do a different leader card. So let's get the spin going. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's it gonna be? Uh, uh, Deuce, man. Hey, my man Deuce. Congratulations, bro. Let me get your full name for you. All right, Deuce Ward, man. Deuce Ward. Look, he just became a member 2 days ago, and he already won, bro. He already won. It was more than 2 days ago, because this. Let's see. Yeah. It's probably about 4 days ago. I became a member. This is not updated, but yeah. Hey, Deuce Ward. Appreciate you, bro. Look, you got in and you won. You got in and you won, man. Hey, hit my business email. Will be in the description below, and we'll get you that card sent out, bro. So hit me up. All right, now that's enough for the rambling, crew, because I know everybody don't want to listen to all the rambling. So here we go. This is our budget list, right? So let me start off by saying one thing. I can't give you an exact price on this list because we still are in pre-sale for some of these cards, right? But I do believe these cards will drop down to reasonable prices. That's why I got them in here. But what I can do is show you what I will be saving you by not putting those cards in that everybody's telling you have to play. 1 second. Here you go, crew. This is what I will be saving you right here. This is $500 for 8 fucking cards right now. This is optimized to the lowest cost possible. $3 shipping, $500, and people are telling you it's mandatory, and it's not, bro. I mean, I get it. It does make the deck a little bit stronger. It does make the deck a little stronger. I get it. I get it. But you don't have to play these cards if you want to play the best deck. Look, I saved you $500 right here just with my list. So I mean, if the other cards end up being $10 a piece, whatever, that's still better than paying 500 for 8 cards in your deck. Not counting the other, 42 cards you gotta buy. So let's be realistic here. So yeah, let's get into the list, kind of tell you the idea, and then we'll go from there. So we got the leader, of course. You may activate this effect at the start of your turn. If you have 8 or more Don cards on the field, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up the one Straw Hat Crew type card, add it to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the top and bottom of your deck in any order. So once you get to 8 Don, excuse me, once you get to 8 Don, you're going to be able to scroll the top of your deck, grab what you want, set it up the way you want to, and place it on top or bottom. Okay, so we're just digging through our deck after we get to 8 Don. That's essentially what we're doing. So we're running 4 of the Namis here. I like Nami right now. If her price goes up, she's at a decent price right now, and I do think she will drop lower. I think she'll be probably a $5 card. Just based off of my thinking. I think she'll probably be around a $5 card, $6 card, somewhere around there. So it's not too bad. 5 cost blocker. She lets you draw three cards, place 2 cards from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. We do have substitutes if this card end up going up in price, and I will just go over one of those real quick for you, just a quick one, just so we're not making this deck breakdown all day. We got the ace right here, another card. This one's probably fucking sense. On play, draw 2 cards, return 2 cards from your hand, top bottom of your deck in each order. You know what I'm saying? So a cheaper version of the card. We do have other ones, but we're not going to go over those right now. And she's also a blocker. He's also a blocker. Okay, cool. Good replacement right there. The 8 drop secret Luffy. Right now it's around like $30, but I think this will be a $10 card once the price settles from pre-release. Give it time to settle. Cop it then. Cop it when it's low. Don't buy high, buy low. We sell high, we buy low. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the game. So he on his effect, he has rush. When attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Return 1 character with a cost of 4 less to the owner's hand, then give 1 rested Don to one of your leaders or characters. He's great in these aggro matchups just by potentially removing 2 bodies from board. If they want to get that body back out, they have to play it out. So that's good. If they're playing bodies out with their Don, then there's less Don they have to allocate to swinging to you. So it's a great card, and it's a rusher on top of that. So it pressures black decks. Your teaches, puts their 2 cost blockers away, whatever, their little bitty blockers away. Great card to play on 8. Running 4 Zoro Joros. It's a ramp piece. Y'all know how I feel about Zoro Joro. I like him. RP Luffy, and we're gonna run him in UP Luffy as well. Running 2 of the Furnosuke. 2K counter. Can help in the Blackbeard matchup potentially, but mainly just a searchable 2K counter. We got the Sanji here. 6 costs, 2K counter. It's a blocker. Now, we don't get his effect to play him out for 3 as much in this deck because we're not Don minusing, right? But it never hurts to play him on 6 because we are running plenty of events and sit on our events, you know what I'm saying, to help us get out of attacks. So that's why he's here for, and he's also searchable 2K at the end of the day, and a searchable blocker, so why not? Playing 4 of the Brulees here. You know how I like Brule. It's Brule, not Mr. Tubon Clay. This is why we can cut the price of the deck right here. Just Brule alone replaces Mr. 2. Perfect card. Running 3 of the Lin here. I think Lin's still pretty cheap. I haven't checked their price recently, but a lot of people have already picked up their Lins. And if you haven't, it's still a reasonable card to pick up. I'm pretty sure the price is like still decent. 3 of the secret Luffy, the Rush Luffys. The name of this deck is aggro. We're aggro on our opponent more than we're blockering up. We can block her up as well, and we have cards for that. As we get through the list, you'll kind of see what we're doing. But the name of the game with our big bodies, we want to drop them out, swing big, and he also draws a card, and we can set that up with leader effect, what card we want to draw. So set a 2K, draw it. We know what we're drawing into. Great card to play on 9. We're playing 2 of the categories here. I don't know the price of this card, but it's actually decently priced right now. It's only like $12 right now in pre-release or pre-sale prices. So I'm assuming this will probably be around like a $7-8 card, probably around like Dragon price, which is a decent price if you only have to play 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? So get 2 of them, not a bad card. We're running 2 of the Zoros right here with Banish. 6 cost 7K. This is for those odd turns where we don't get to ramp the way we want to ramp. Playing out a 6 cost 7K that has Banish is just a lot of pressure on your opponent. They don't want their cards banished, so they're going to give up cards from hand to counter out of this attack for sure. And it's a 6 cost body, so it's a whole lot harder for people, or a 6 cost 7K body to be more specific. So it's a whole lot harder for Shanks or Blackbeard to get rid of them. They have to have extra cards. They have to give up cards no matter what, whether they're giving up cards from the attack or giving up cards to get rid of them. We got 4 of the Usohachis here. Searchable 2K counter. Best best 2K counter in the game for purple. This card is a little pricey, but I'm saving you $500 with this list. So I mean, if you got to spend $40 for a playset of Usohachis, I'm pretty sure that's better than spending $40 for one 9-cost Sanji. You know what I mean? And this card is gonna be good in every purple deck that you play, damn near. So hey, you gotta weigh your options. We're running 1 of the red rocks here. I was running more red rocks, but I think you need more help in the aggro matchups for sure. So I think 1's fine. It is searchable with our leader effect, so I think 1's fine. We're running 2 of the Gravity Blades. This is the card we actually opted out over the Red Rocks just to help in our aggro matchups. Being able to place 2 6 cost less or carried 2 6 cost or less characters at the bottom of their owner's deck is just great for a couple matchups, and you'll see it come up in the games today. Running 2 Thunder Bagwas, just another event to help us counter out early or like our odd turns. Our awkward turns where we're close to death. We want to play out like a Nami and sit on like 4 or 5 open Dawn, because you can do that in this deck. Thunder Bagua. We also can stack it at the top of life with Big Mom. That way we know we're getting a Dawn active from the life trigger. That can come up as well. We're running 2 Is to Die For. Good ramp piece right here, and sometimes you can actually ramp twice with this card if they do have a 6K body on board. Just a great 3-down turn card right here. We're running 4 of the Gum Gum Giants. This is coming in the starter deck, so if you get the starter deck, then you already got this piece to the puzzle already. So hey, best event in the game right now. Then we got the new event right here, the Gear 2s. This is a ramp and counter all in one. Great card for this leader. But really, not too many leaders this card is good for. But yeah, it's great for this leader specifically. And it's also searchable. We got plenty of searchable targets off our leader effect. So we're going to whiff hardly fucking ever. Let's be realistic. Let's see, we got what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12. We got 12 cards that we can't hit off leader effect. I think that's right. Yeah, 4, 8. Wait, did I count that right? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so 17 cards that won't be able to proc off leader effect, but I mean, more than likely, it's like a 90% chance you're going to hit off your leader effect. And plus, you're stacking with Nami, whatever, as you go. So it's like, we're going to get there. We're going to get what we need when we need it. But yeah, this is the list right here, man. Let's get into the gameplay. That's enough, holding y'all off. Let's get into the games, man. Almost forgot to say it. Hey, bro, drop that beat. Alright, crew. So we're actually starting off with Lucci here. Lucci's been, popping up. It's been popping up, man, for the other side. So I felt like we should at least try to go against a Lucci player. I really wasn't trying to find a Lucci player, but we found one, so it kind of worked out. As you know, they are running the 10 drop Kuzan now, and if they can set that up, it gets pretty hectic pretty quick. I'm still working on if I want to go first or second. I'm leaning more towards going second. That way you're guaranteed on 8 if you don't see any ramp, which, we're playing a lot of ramp, so we will see ramp. But if you do see 2 pieces of ramp, then, you're on 10. You're on 10 dying by turn 4, which is, great. But yeah, so we used our Brule there, and our he KO'd our Zoro, so we still used our Brule there, so that, that's still setting us up nice. Even though we went first, we're still on 6 dying. We'll be on 8 dying next turn. Now, we don't get to use our leader effect, but that's fine. We do have an 8 dying play, which is nice. And he played out the Rebecca, and this card just destroys Rebecca. Like, I get like putting it to their hand is like counterproductive, right? But you're getting the blocker off board and you're pressuring their life, which Lucci doesn't like when you pressure life. So we're actually going to ditch a 2K here. We're going to save our events. We're going to value our events over the 2K, which makes sense because we still got 2 2Ks in hand. We're swinging 8, we're swinging 7, and he countered out a 1 and took the other. Or did he take both? Sorry, y'all, I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, he took both. Okay, he took both hits, and we passed our turn here. We have no open dime, but we got 3 life still. We got 2 2Ks. I think we're chilling right now. He does have to invest a lot if he wants to get rid of this Luffy here. So we'll see what he does. Another great thing about playing like 3 copies of this Luffy, because they have to worry about it. They can't just leave it on board because their blocker is literally useless unless they play the Sabo out or something. But all their 4-cost blockers and lower is just completely useless. So they have to get it off the board. Like, they have to invest this dime to get it off the board. So he swung both his Brooks there. Cool. Swinging 8 with his leader at life, minusing another one on our Luffy. So now our Luffy's a 5 cost. We took that hit. Got a Katakuri out of life, which is nice. But I don't think I'm going to play Katakuri in this matchup. I need something more aggressive. So when we use our leader effect, we're going to be looking for, either Big Mom or Luffy. Just something that would remove a body from board right away. Had to make sure I was recording there because, sometimes your boy be forgetting to record. See what we do here. Now don't get me wrong, yo. The 9-cost Sanji is great. If you got it, play it. But if you don't want to spend $40 per copy, hey, look, you don't have to, bro. I've been trying to tell y'all in these videos, like, the deck might not be as strong, but the deck is still strong and it still functions. RP Luffy doesn't have to play 9-drop Sanji to be good. Neither does UP Luffy. You heard it here first, man. You heard it here first, people. So he played out Rebecca again, of course, because he did have it again, but he also had the Mancherry to pull it out of trash anyways, so it wouldn't have mattered if I did kill it. Okay, so here we're probably going to take the 9-drop. Probably take the 9-drop Luffy. I'm thinking here. Yeah, okay. We're going to keep all these events up top, believe it or not, because if we want to, like, not go for game and just sit on a bunch of events, we can do that. I don't mind having that option. We're gonna actually draw into another event here, so it is what it is. We're gonna swing 8 here. We'll probably trash our Thunder Bagua. We'll just keep our 1-cost events because they're more efficient. We'll swing 8 into the Brook here. Then we'll put back his Rebecca to hand, and then he gives us the body. Then we're gonna go 7 into the Mancherry, and then we're gonna go 10 into face. Okay, so we got him down to 1 life here. We got two big bodies on board he has to worry about. But specifically, he has to worry about this 8 cost because his Rebecca is useless as long as I have this 8 cost. The great thing at this point in the game, you know, with your leader effect, you're able to find them Usohachis that you want, that you need, or could possibly want in this matchup. On top of that, your gravity blades, like that just eliminates their whole board. You know what I'm saying? Unless they drop Kuzan here, which he can't safely drop Kuzan here. You know what I'm saying? We got him in a situation where he couldn't. If he does have it, he can't play it. Not safe. So, you know, he has to play around it. Alright, man, I'm already getting choked up. But yeah, he's thinking long and hard here, and I get it. You know, you got to make a big decision here on what you want to do. You got 1 life. You can choose to split your Don and attack in, but that's risky when I got an open Don. So he does put 2 Don on his leader, swings 7 at us here. -1 on our 8 cost Rush Luffy. I gotta say 8 cost Rush Luffy now because they're both Rush Luffys. Our 8 cost Rush Luffy here. He plays the Khalifa out, minuses 2 more on our 8 cost Rush Luffy, also allowing him to draw 2 cards, trash 2 cards. Plays out his Rebecca into Hina, and he KO'd our 8 cost Rush Luffy with the Brook. So nice, nice. We do find the Usohachi on top, along with 3 Big Moms here. I'm not opposed to grabbing the Big Mom and leaving these other Big Moms on top, just to get the Rebecca out the way, and you know, go in heavy on them. But we decided to play out the Big Mom here. We're gonna trash one of our events, of course. You know, keep the Katakuri just for, you know, to have a big body if we don't find another one, which we probably will because we got a Big Mom on top, right? And we did just put 1 into life. Let's see, we swung 6 into the Brook here. Now we're gonna go 10 into life because he countered out of the Brook attack, which is kind of crazy to me. We got 1 open Don here. We're not gonna get anything good off the top of our deck with Gum Gum Giant, but I think we can safely live. We got 3 life still. You know, we heal with the Big Mom. We do know that the Rebecca blocker is now in their life. I don't know if they have another one in trash or not. We'll have to see. But we do got the Usohachi that can rest it down, and we are gonna try to save this in hand to help us go for game. Let's see what he does here. So far he's -6 on our Luffy, I think, with 2 Tempest kicks. It's nice. I had to make sure I was recording again because, you know, my shit don't be recording sometimes. Somebody was calling me on Discord too, I think. He swings with Brook, minuses another cost on it, so it's now a 2 cost. 26 with Hina. I gave him the Usohachi there, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why I did that. Definitely should have kept the Usohachi. But I was thinking he was just going for game here. I don't know why I was thinking that, but you know, it is what it is. Give him the 1 cost Gear 2 event. He plays out of Rebecca. Probably Rebecca, Spandon, Lucci. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. If I could have go back, I would definitely keep the Usohachi and just take a life hit. I don't know why I was counting out aggressively. I guess I'm used to being lower life than I am. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you make the crazy plays, man, and you look back at it and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. We're not in a losing position by any means, and we do see an Usohachi right here, so it's like, okay. He sees me add the Usohachi, and then we just return him to the bottom, and we draw into another Usohachi, so it's like, okay. Play Usohachi, rest down Rebecca. Thinking about how I want to split here. We really just need to save like 1 or 2 open Don. We're gonna swing 11 here. See if he takes it. I'm hoping he'll actually counter out of this, but he doesn't. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll just go 10 to be safe. We'll save one open Don. If he goes for game, we still should be alright. We got 3 life. We got a Gum Gum Giant. It's gonna be, you know, a lot for him to go for game. He has to get 4 attacks through. He only has 5 valid attackers. So I only have to get out of 2 of them and it's a win. So let's see what he does here. Man, I need to speed this up some, don't I? Man, taking forever. He's really thinking about what to do here. For, you know, a whole good 2 minutes. I get it. Pressure, huh? Okay, so he put one on Hina, swung, I took it. He put another one on Hina, swung for 6, I take it. I'm down to 1 life here. I'm gonna force him to go for game. That's just, you know, what you gotta do sometimes. He swings the Brook without investing any Don. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But okay. He minuses 1 on the Usohachi. I don't know why he's worried about the Usohachi. That's making me think he's bricked up. He swings another 6 here. This one I'm actually gonna get out of. We're gonna use the Gum Gum Giant, get rid of the Katakuri. We draw into another 2K here, which is perfect. He swings 9, I just take. We get a Red Rock. We get a random Red Rock event. Hey, cool, you know, I'll take it. Use the Red Rock on the Rebecca. We have the Usohachi either way, so it really doesn't matter. He does the, you know, Lucci Spandine combo, the usual shit. KOs the Usohachi. Cool. Now we get the search here. I was actually testing the Rush Sanji in this version. I did take it out, but I think I want to put it back in. I do like the Rush Sanji because once you get to 9 Don, 10 Don, you're playing out big moms and shit anyway, so you're minusing that 1 Don. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if you go below 8, just because you can't use your leader effect that next turn. It's not necessarily bad if it keeps you alive and, you know, you stay in the game. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's the Lucci matchup. He gave up there because, you know, it was over either way. We just play Usohachi out here, or we can even just swing, you know, split and swing. Either way, he was toast, right? So even if we didn't draw this Usohachi, because of the Red Rock specifically, it's just swing over with. But yeah, let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. So I think recently Katakuri beat a UP Luffy. So here we are. Let's run the Katakuri matchup. This is the current list right here. It's not running the 7 cost Rush Sanji. I did put the Banished Zoro in instead. So this is where we're testing that out. We're going second here because I want to test going second. We're going second against Katakuri out of all things, which, you know, their perfect curve is going from 5 into the damn, what the fuck is his name? Paris Sparrow. About to say Candy motherfucker, cause I don't remember his damn name. The Candy Man. But yeah, Paris Sparrow on 5 Don is like his perfect curve. He actually plays out the 2 cost Katakuri here, which is nice for him. We're gonna swing 6 in, play our Brule out on curve, and then next turn we can do the It's to Die For. I was hoping he actually had the Paris Sparrow here, cause then I could use my It's to Die For and ramp twice. But he didn't, you know. Sometimes they got it, sometimes they don't. But he does got a shit ton of blockers on board. So we're gonna have to figure out something here soon. I'm thinking about playing this to die for here and going up, but I don't think there's a need. We can just swing 7 and then play out the Banished Zoro, or we can swing 6, play out the Banished Zoro, send on 1 open Don, and you know, for our gear 2. He doesn't have really any valid swingers besides his leader right now. I mean, he can strap up Puddin', but he more than likely is going to want to invest in playing something. Also, it does mention that he has the 2-drop Katakuri on board, so if we do ramp, we're going to be at 8 and he can play his 8-drop Katakuri out for free, and we don't want that. So a lot of you know, foresight went into that play there, but I definitely thought about ramping for sure. But we made the right choice at the end of the day, and you know, that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? So he reveals our top card. There's a 9-drop Rush Luffy. I mean, I like it. Cool. We're on 9 Don here. I'm thinking about playing Big Mom just to get this Parasparrow off board and Heal a Life to put us up nice and healthy. And that's what we do. We get rid of the Parasparrow. Now we're swinging 6 in. If he wants to counter out of this right here. And now we're going to swing 7 with Banish, and more than likely he's going to block out of this. Yep, he blocks out of it. Makes sense. You don't want that shit banished, huh? We finally got rid of one of the chump blockers. We really need our 8 cost Luffy here, because he'll say no to all that shit. He plays out the 10 cost Lin, swings it to our Banished Zoro. Hey, he acts as a pseudo blocker as well, so that's another great thing. And he's a 1K counter, so we like that. We like that a lot. Swinging 6 in the lead here. We're gonna give him a 1K Brulee, and he's using this 2 cost Katakuri to play out his 8-drop Katakuri. We're all of a sudden in a bad spot that quick. So we don't see anything really nice on the top, so we're gonna place him on the bottom. Did we place him on the bottom or place him on top? I'm confused. Surely we place him on the bottom, right? Wait. Okay, yeah. Sorry, crew. I missed it. Hopefully we placed on the bottom, right? We drew into a Zoro. That's why I'm thinking like. Okay, yeah, we placed him on the bottom. I was about to say, drawn into that Zoro kind of freaked me out. I was like, did I really do that shit? But no, we played it right. We're gonna swing 6 here to see if he wants to free block with his Katakuri, because if he does that, then we're going 9 into it, and then we're going 10 into it. That's just what we're gonna do. Uses leader effect, and then he realizes that he still gotta give us some counter, and I guess he doesn't want to do that because he wants to keep the Katakuri alive, maybe. Yeah, okay. Maybe he's just looking at our top deck in case he wants to use the Big Mom effect. I don't know. I was kind of curious about that play there, but I don't think it was a misplay by any means, because he can use the Big Mom effect if he needs to. He took the Lin hit, and he took the my leader hit. Now he's blocking out with the Katakuri, and he's gonna give us a 2K and a 1K. Cool. We did draw into another Rush Luffy, which is kind of crazy. Did we draw? No, we already had that Rush Luffy. I'm tripping. We already had the Rush Luffy. We drew into something else. I think a 2K. We got the Uso Hachis that can help out, you know, if he keeps his chump blockers on board for any longer. Plays another 2-drop Katakuri into an 8-drop Katakuri, which is just crazy. Insane value. Still got 7 Don up, which is nice for him. Let's see what he does here. He swings 8 in the life here. I'm gonna take this because the only thing I want to protect right now is my bodies. And if you look in our hand, we got 4 2Ks and Gum Giant. The only thing I'm worried about saving is my bodies right now, because you know it's a big war at this point, and right now he's winning, and we gotta, you know, mitigate that as much as possible. So he did a really weird play here. He put 4 on Big Mom and swung 16 in the lead. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Maybe he was trying to put that on Puddin' and swing 8, 8, 12. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, it might have just been a misclick. I think he just made a misclick. That's unfortunate. But I mean, we had enough to get out of both of them, so it didn't really matter. He does play another chump blocker here. So he's got 4 blockers on the board, 1 life. We only have 3 attacks. But look at what we see here. We see the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. So now we're going to try to set up. Like, okay. Thinking here, like, do we not take the Gravity Blade? Oh, we're just going to get the blocker. Okay. We still can get the Gravity Blade. We're just not worried about it this turn. We know we got to survive another turn. I think leaving 2 open Don is not terrible. Let me go back and look at that because I'm curious to why I took what I took. Okay. So, you know we got 2 2Ks right there, right? We add 1 2K to the hand, which we should have just added the 1K to the hand. That way we give him less knowledge as possible. Either way, we're gonna draw into the other 2K 1K, so off the Gum Gum Giant. So we're already set up. So I think we just swing 9 here. Swing 10 here. If he wants to go down to 0. Or give us the other chump blocker. Okay, he gave us the life here. Now we're gonna go swing. Now we're gonna swing 6 and see if he wants to free block here. Which, if he does, it's not a bad play. Thinking here. Between Rush, Luffy, and Katakuri, I think establishing the blocker is more important right now. We're going to stand our Big Mom up so he can't even attack into our bodies. We got plenty of counter in hand. So if we counter out correctly, I think we win if we make him invest everything. He starts off with a 12. I'm like, okay. I know if I use Gum Gum Giant, I got a 2K, 1K on top. So I think we should just get out of this, trash our brick, keep as much counter as possible in hand, and then give him a 2K, 1K. Counter out. Cool. So he could split perfectly and kill us, but he doesn't know that. All he sees is another open Don. He knows UP Luffy plays a shit ton of events, so probably gonna try to get the events out, right? He swings 8 here. That's another 2K, 1K. Cool. Swings another 8 here. Give him 2 2Ks. We're down to 1 card now. See what he does. So now he knows he can't kill us. He pivots. Plays a queen blocker. I'm like, man. Just my luck. But remember, we do got that Gravity Blade on top of our deck. Swings 5 here, does leader effect. We should just free block with our Katakuri there. Save our last little card in hand, right? Save our Usohachi for sure. This game is wild, by the way. They still have 5 open Don. I'm like, surely not. He plays another fucking queen out. This man has got 5 blockers on the board. I only have 4 attacks. How do we make it out of this scenario? Well, I'm gonna show you. So here, probably should just take the giant because, you know, Then again, I might not want to give him that info. I wouldn't be opposed to taking the Zoro in that situation and drawing into the giant, but it is what it is. Well, no, we got to draw into the gravity blade. So yeah, we made the right play. We got to draw into the gravity blade so we can use our gravity blade here. Get rid of the queen. We're gonna start off with a 10k attack and we're gonna work backwards here. He gives us his chunk blocker, so I'm like, alright, what about another 10k attack? Gives us his Katakuri here, so I know he doesn't have counter now. I'm like, alright, let's pivot again. I'm thinking, I'm like, attack 6, and I'm like, nah, let's go 7. Go 7 here, because he only has 2 attacks now. We got, you know, 1 life. He has to get 2 attacks through. And we are sitting on the Gum Gum Giant that he's seen us add. So he uses leader effect here. And a 2k. I'm like, alright, bet. Let's swing 8. He gives us the Katakuri blocker. So now I know he's bricked up. We stand the blocker back up. We got Lin Lin. We got a Gum Gum Giant. He only has 1 attack now unless he plays the Rush Big Mom. If he plays the Rush Big Mom, he auto loses. We do have a blocker as well, and he just quits there because he's seen the light at the end of the tunnel. He could have searched for a blocker maybe and, you know, blockered up again, but we got way too many attacks coming in. And also we have Usohachi to rest down whatever, so he was cooked there in that situation. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew, so the final game into my least favorite matchup right now besides Bello Betty is Yellow. I don't like Yellow, bro. I just don't like the triggers. I don't like the fact that he can just get a 7 cost 9k blocker for free. I just don't like it, bro. I don't like it. It's just annoying for me. So we opt to go for our Zoro Brule Classic, even though we're going second here. And we did take the first life aggressively, which I usually don't like doing against Yellow, but we don't have much counter, and I don't want to, you know, get rid of my counter right away. So this game is crazy, man. It's a crazy ride. Stay along for it. He plays out the 5-drop Nami here. KOs our Zoro, so we don't even get to ramp with that. I'm like, okay, well, can use our guaranteed ramp, and we're gonna opt to do that with the gear 2. It's gonna put us on 7. So we're just gonna strap 3 on lead, swing 9 in the face. No trigger, thank goodness, thank goodness. This guy is playing a very interesting build because he's playing the Namis. I don't know if they regularly play the Namis. Do they usually play the Namis, crew? Let me know in the comment section down below. But he swung 6 to lead with us here, making his Law a blocker because, you know, he's already on 7 done. We're gonna swing 6 in here, see if he wants to free block. He does want a free block, nice. Then I'm not opposed to just playing out the Katakuri now. Yeah. Ramping that down rested for us, so if we do gotta use the Gum Gum Giant, we're safe. We're still on 2 life. If he plays Kid out, then we'll be down on 1 life. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, the yellow matchup is it's interesting. It's very interesting, and you'll see this game comes down to pure skill when it comes to playmaking. We'll just say that. Some may say it's luck, but I call it skill. You know what I'm saying? They swinging 9 at us here, and I'm like, we gotta just give him the Gum Gum Giant. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We're gonna get rid of the Rush Luffy. We're gonna value our life gainer over the Rush this time, over the 9-cost Rush. You know, for that example. Swinging 6 here. I think we should just free block. But we don't want him to just don up and go into our Katakuri, so we choose not to free block. He plays out a Kikanojo, another 2-drop Shirahoshi blocker. And you know, he's not looking bad at all, and he even plays a Zeus to take his top life so he can make his law blocker, which is, you know, not a bad play. Not a bad fucking play. But now, this is where the game gets really grimy here. We're on our 8 Don turn. Well, it'll be our 10 Don turn, but we get to use our leader effect for the first time. We're gonna grab the non-drop Luffy, put the giant on top, giving them less info as possible about our counter. We draw into the Gum Gum Giant. We got 2 2Ks on top when we use the Gum Gum Giant. And I'm sorry, buddy, but that Kikinojo is about to go back to your hand, so you wasted that 4 Don. We played out our 8 drop Luffy, which this is great for this matchup specifically because the Basil Hawkins, the Kikinojo, if they do play it, and the Shirahoshis can just be put right back into their hand, and they can't do nothing about it. So we swung 8, and you know, we're chilling. We're gonna stand our blocker back up. He did get a Frankie trigger off of life, so you know that's another body on board for him. But if he goes for game, he's not gonna get it. Let's be realistic here. Swinging 9 at us here. I just free block and give him a 2K and see if he wants to invest and swing into our Katakuri. He doesn't want to invest and swing into our Katakuri. I'm like, okay, nice. We take the life and we get the gravity blade, and I thought about using the trigger, but I was like, no, I'm gonna save it for when I need to go for game. He plays out Kid, trashes our last life, and we're on 0 life, bro. But y'all know me, I'm the 0 life king. You know, I just don't care. I don't give a damn. Go ahead and use our Gum Gum Giant on a 6K attack, which feels bad, right? It feels bad. Like it does. It just does. Alright, we're using our leader effect. Look, same scenario here. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, take the 1K more than likely. Take the 1K, place the Gum Gum Giant on top for us to draw, and then 2 2Ks on top of that. So we're setting up nicely, and once you get to this point, there's just really nothing they can do. So here's probably going to be a Gravity Blade. Bottom deck. Both Shirahoshis, get them motherfuckers up out of here. Say we swing 8 into life. Use our effect. Give him the Frankie. Yes, we're putting a 2K back in the hand, but we're getting that body off board, right? We're actually going to swing 9, so if he turns his blocker sideways, he still has to invest. I like that play too as well. We do have to leave 2 up and down though for sure. We're going to allocate a Don probably to our leader. Yes, it makes sense. We did put a 2K back to his hand, right? Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have it in his hand than on the board to attack with, considering we only have 0 life. Alright, cool. So we're gonna swing our leader here first with a 7K attack and see if he wants to free block or take that life. We're leaving the Katakuri up with the 2 open Don in case he turns it sideways so we can just attack. And then we're just gonna swing 8 here, which would probably be a free block, which is nice, you know, it's cool. Or he might take it. He free blocks, cool. So now we're on 0 Don. We know we got 2 2Ks set up. We got 2 events in hand. We got 2 2Ks in hand, and we got a 1K. So now he has to kill us here, right? We're gonna force him to try to kill us, which is nice. Since we have the blocker though, it makes it a little bit harder for him because he can't just throw all his Don on one character and swing right, because we could just block it. So he's trying to split perfectly here. He's swinging a 12 at us here, and this one I'm going to get out of because he only has 1 more attack and we got a blocker. And now he's left on 4 Don. He swings 11 into 6. We're gonna give him our last 2 2Ks that we knew we had off the Gum Gum Giant after we blocked with the Katakuri, saving the Katakuri's life. He played a Hiyori out to stack his life so he can make his character a blocker again, bro. I'm like, man, must be nice. We got an interesting pull here. We see the Namis. I'm like, okay. I like grabbing the Nami here. I'm gonna grab the Nami. We're gonna place it on top because I like getting 2 Namis. Like, no lie. Because worst come to worst, we can't kill him, right? Just say we can't kill him. Play both Namis. Sit on 3 blockers. You know, we're chilling, bro. We're chilling. So we play out the Nami here, grabbing the other Nami off the top, putting the 2 bricks on the bottom there. So I think we should swing 6 first here, just to test the waters and see if he wants to turn anything sideways. But we're not gonna do that. No. Swing 6 first. Okay, no, never mind. We're not gonna trash anything. We swung 8. He gave us the attack. He didn't want to turn it sideways because we do have these Don open right here. We're gonna swing another 8 and see if he wants to free block. He actually counters out. Okay, cool. We're gonna swing 6 here. He's gonna free block. Nice. Play out the other Nami. And should just bottom deck our bricks. It really doesn't matter, I guess, right? We could have kept the red rock for next turn in case he adds a life, gains a life or something, and blockers up. But it doesn't really matter because he's got 3 valid attacks and we got 3 blockers. So he puts 1 on the law, swings 10, we just block. Puts 1 on the kid, swings 10, we just block with Nami. So both our blockers are down, and the rest of the Don, if he splits it, it doesn't matter how he splits it, we win. Swing 6 here, we give him a 2K. Oh, we block. We're just baiting him to go all the way. Yeah, we baited him to go all the way in. Makes sense. And you know, that's all she wrote, man. He said GG's. We gon' GG's. Put all the Don in on the Luffy. Wing 18. Hey, we're gonna give you another 2K, another chance to counter out. Give him his 2K back. Yeah, he ain't got enough to get out of it. GG's. Crazy match, crazy match. Let's get back into the deck profile. Alright, crew, so far I'm liking it where it's at. The only thing I would add is probably just the 7 cost Rush Sanji. Probably 2 of these. It's either it's between these or the Zoros. But yeah, I'll probably do more testing with both of them just to see which one I like more. But having that ability to rest down something and go for game is just too good in my opinion. I mean, granted, Zoro, he's a 7K attacker with banners, so you know he's got his merits too. He's just a little slower play, and since we're playing this more aggressive version of Luffy, I think the rush would be a great addition. Like, yeah, we won't be playing him on curve or whatever, but that's fine. Like, our goal is to ramp up to 10 anyways, right? But yeah, that's my only thoughts on it right now. I like the Red Rock and Gravity Blades where they're at. Thunder Bagua hasn't really came up much, but it can on them turns like I just had where I might leave 5 open Don. If I only had 1 Nami blocker, play 1 Nami blocker, I'll leave 5 open Don. If I got a Gum Gum Giant, Thunder Bagua in hand, whatever. But yeah, you know, situational shit. But yeah, I like it where it's at, man. We got a decent amount of 2Ks. They're searchable. We're seeing what we need to see. But yeah, man, this is the budget version. Test out the deck list. I'll have it in the description below. Let me know what y'all think about it. And you know, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man.